Hello, everybody. I'm Katrina Evans with Mustard Seed Farm and Ministry, and we have our very extra special guest, Hillary Ford, here, which is also my best friend. And we've known each other for 13 years. And she's here to share her testimony about going from addiction to restoration. But we got to start off by saying how proud I am of you for 10 years because that's a super big accomplishment and it's amazing. And I'm thankful to see where you are now because you're an amazing person, an amazing mom.
I love you.
I love you.
Where do I start? When I was 17, I started using meth because I thought it was cool and I wanted to fit in with everybody. I almost didn't graduate high school because of it, because I'd rather party instead of go to school. So I started that way. Gradually, it started becoming other things, but my drug of choice was heroin and meth mostly. I've been through a lot of trauma with domestic violence. I've had 3 very abusive relationships. My very first was the worst. I had a miscarriage at the hands of my very first ex. He was my first everything. So it took a lot of healing to realize that my baby's with God no matter what. So she's good because I think it was a girl. But I will have 10 years this November in recovery. I couldn't even wish it upon anybody to have to go through addiction because addiction is so hard. So I guess my story kind of where I started my recovery kind of started when I was with Sophia's dad and I heard a man's voice and I lost my dad that year. So I thought it was my dad. But coming to find out years later that it was really God. And he said, "You don't need that anymore." And I quit. 2 weeks later, I found out I was pregnant with my daughter, and I always wanted to have a child, at least one. I want more, but at least one. So that was really amazing because after that, I never looked back.
And you come so far now.
I know. Now I'm a Girl Scout troop leader. Most importantly, though, besides being Sophia's mom and in recovery, a children's ministry leader, the first of 120 something locations.
And I just know that's going to go so far. Like you're the start of something that's going to spread.
I feel like God knew that I was doing so many things with children already, so I could be their positive voice and just be there for them. And what I want to do with RC Kids is use like CBT, DBT therapies and integrate that into teaching them about Jesus' love and just try to help them realize that their parents or their guardians or their grandparents, whoever's taking care of them, their addiction is not their fault.
Yeah. And God's led you into what you're meant to do. This is like what He wanted for you, and you're so good at it. And that's how you know.
He kept pushing. God literally asked me 50 times, and I kept saying, "How am I going to do this with school, with working, with Girl Scouts, with everything I do? How am I going to do this? And what do you want me to do?" And he said, "Well, I want you to do an addictions ministry." And I said, "Okay." And I started asking people, and I get to one of my friends from Recovery Church, and she's like, "What kind of addictions ministry?" And I was like, "God didn't tell me that, so I have no idea." So she said, "Pray about it." So I prayed for 3 weeks, and we were sitting in the very first location we had in North Carolina, which is non-existent anymore because we didn't have many people coming because it was hard to get there. It was in Shelby. And out of my mouth just flew a kids addiction ministry. And that's where RC Kids came about. She's like, "That would be amazing. We don't have one. What would you want to call it?" And then I called it RC Kids with a Z.
I love that. It's a big accomplishment. And you know, God will take you and put you in such an uncomfortable spot. But that's when you know you're serving the way He wants you.
Yes.
He's going to put you there.
And it takes
No
so
matter
much
what.
time, and you realize you have to keep surrendering every single day, God, because it doesn't just happen. You can't surrender one time.
Oh, yeah. And then each day you start to gradually change more and more.
Yes.
You just follow that narrow path and it just gets narrower and narrower. And the next thing you know, you're helping other people. And for in your case, kids.
Yeah.
which is, I mean, let's be honest, that's the most lost right now in this generation is kids. And it's so important to just keep the kids on that narrow path for them to learn and to understand that we're not here for the world, right? We're here
No.
to follow God.
And we're supposed to be set apart. The world is supposed to hate us.
We're just meant to be different. We're not meant to look like everybody else,
No.
to be like everybody else. I'm so proud of you and everything you've accomplished. It was so good. And can we talk about I want to talk about your education too, because you've done so much. Like you went above and beyond with your education and made it a point to get everything you could possibly need to lead yourself into exactly where God put you.
Oh, yeah. Well, 4 days after my birthday this year, I will have my bachelor's in human services with a concentration in addictions counseling and a minor in criminal justice. So I could work within the criminal justice system if I wanted to. But I really want to work in drug rehabs and help other addicts to see the light.
So you truly understand it on your own level what they're going through. So many people look down on addicts, but they're still just another person who's struggling with demons, who's struggling with evil. It is literal spiritual warfare. And it's like us as Christians, we're supposed to be a light to them and try to help guide them, not look down on them. If they don't see the light in us, how can we expect them to come to Jesus?
The washing of the feet.
Yep. 100%.
That's what we're here for.
It's all about servitude. Your daughter is, of course, the most amazing, beautiful, sweet little girl, because that's my niece. That's my baby. And she's grown so much.
It's so crazy. Like,
so much. And I know you're so proud. You're so proud to be her mom, and you're an amazing mom.
I try.
And the struggle is real, right?
It's so real.
It's so real, but, especially in a world like this, right? The struggle is real for kids. But watching people like you still be that positive and amazing influence to your daughter, I mean, there's nothing better than that. I'm sorry, crying. I got it. I love you so much.
I can't help it.
I know, but it's like I know how much you've overcome. Like I've seen it. I've been there for a lot of it.
Sure.
And I just know there's so many more things you're going to accomplish. So we might have to come back another time later. And we're going to have to do a follow-up and figure out how this ministry grows and everything that's going to come into place, because we know that when you're doing things for God, things will be blessed. Mm-hmm. This ministry is going to be blessed because you're keeping God at the center and you're doing this for Him, for His children. Mm-hmm. You're lifting them to Him. And I can't wait. We're going to have to do a follow-up. Awesome. We're going to go over all the things that supersede this and all the growth. And it's going to be amazing. And I have to say thank you for coming on and being my very first podcast guest.
Thank you for letting me be your first guest.
And thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you. Jesus loves you, and God bless you.
It's on my shirt.